surprise, but it's going to be sort of a surprise.
All these are for me?
It's less of a surprise for Missy than for some.
It's heavy, whatever it is.
Wait, Missy, go help shop.
No.
Is it a
It's
game?
bread. Come on.
Aunt Linda knows a little bit. Missy knows a
Like
lot.
shoes. Box of rocks.
What is this?
It's a double-decker something.
What is it?
Well, by gosh, it's a box of tools. You get to learn how to be a mechanic.
Watch out, the drugs in.
Michael, you better not. I get these?
They're yours.
I do?
You do.
What are they? Oh my
There's
gosh.
the second layer. Don't take them all out. It's 4 years of pictures. Remember all the stuff you've seen, Melissa?
Oh.
The slides for the 4 years.
I get them?
Wait, honey. If you when you're ready to open it, this comes down, and that's like slides out, kind of drawer style. Like that.
Oh, rad.
Oh, rad.
So this is a good thing that
Big, or to Laughlin. Her big fling is go to Laughlin. She is like super old, right?
I'm supposed to open these.
And she loves to go to Laughlin, and she won like
Oh, geez, school supplies.
she won $4,800, right? You're supposed to claim it on your income tax
So in
and
those
stuff.
kinds, it's supposed to
She
be
says, "Well, I'm
keep
not
it
about to
forever
claim
and
it.
you
And by the time they figure it out, I'll done be dead." And she says,
98-year-old lady in jail.
"I says, what the hell am I gonna do? Throw me in jail?"
If she's 98, I don't think that's
No, she's
terrible.
90.
All the necessary.
I'll tell you what, you wrote
everyone
that
will even
back
try and
anyway.
borrow from your room because their parents
so
didn't get it for them.
excited about that. I am going to make Melissa sign a contract for next year saying that she will not loan her stuff.
She'd probably lose it.
They come over and mooch. You
Christy, we're getting ready to trash your room,
We
dear.
had to go around the dorm, around her
I'm
stuff.
not.
Well, Tina came while we were there.
Tried getting the blender.
To get a
She has
blender.
to go round it up.
Did you go get?
What is that, your 8th or 4th?
Oh, yeah.
Junior. Help me, I'm sick. I feel bad.
You're in college. Suck it up.
I was gonna say, are you in a hurry to get me out of here or
That's what we were
Yeah, that's
laughing
what I was
about.
thinking.
Said she got luggage from. We went,
You can leave.
Oh,
Cool.
tomorrow you're being nice.
So I went out like
It's
tonight.
all
Yeah, you're that way now, Chad. You'll miss her next year when she's gone.
Oh, these are neat. They have outside pockets on them. That's cool. And they have rollers. That's important. Rollers and full straps.
You know, it seemed like rollers on this little one was sort of overkill to us.
Those
but-
little
Not when you tie it onto the back of that.
Oh,
Yeah.
That one.
piggy tails.
Yeah.
Not a
Cool. Those are fine, Mom.
Is somebody working on your house?
Yeah, he is.
What are they doing?
Aluminum
Putting up
over our rotten
Oh.
wood, but we're not going to talk about that tonight. We're not. You know,
Must
to
be
stay in a
upsetting.
good mood. One last one. We tried to get all kinds, but if it's not what you want, you get to go pick. That was the understanding.
Where did you get this?
Here in town, so you can decide.
I love it. It's pretty.
Missy went and shopped today, and she saw something else she thinks you might like.
So
So
look, wait, let me see. Those are
Is it too big?
Yes. This is real. Is it too big though? Is it?
No. Is it not too big?
It goes on and off easy, but I.
But you wouldn't lose it if you went like this or something?
Hold it up, Crick.
That's the test.
Crick, hold it up.
Christy.
Daddy wants to look at it.
I got
Yes,
a zero
you.
in on that.
You do? What? Just kidding.
Go for it.
Nice.
It's your day. You can get away with it.
Thanks, guys.
Well, take it off and pass it around now.
Maybe I should just
It's
chuck.
like a baby
I
shower.
would just chuck this one I got for 8th grade graduation then. Just kidding. Oh,
You can retire.
If I put it on the other hand, everyone probably think it's a wedding ring. Right.
what we would like you to have, Christy, because I know how much you like green as emerald, and Missy looked and we looked and none of us can find it,
Oh,
so
this
you may
is
want to just
pretty.
put that
I like
someplace and
this.
wait.
I like this one.
What have we got? Rooms, lead the parades, the
I'd be right or what?
It comes to Sharon.
What?
Sharon Connor's the one back there, and the rest of them are today.
Well, but I mean, it goes to the white flag. It just kind of pastes for what?
Oh, they're not done.
Some of the boys are going to have to duck to get under those blues. Boy and a girl, boy and a girl, that's what we got to do. We have a great fair. Don't hardly show the full tassel trees stick out there. Can't get in these stands, you gotta walk to the other side. Can you see them all right, Dave? Did you have the camera running all the time? Yeah, quite a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're spreading out now.
If you'll please remain standing, John Ridpath will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now, the invocation will be given by Miss Kristen Tulsovic. Please be seated.
Please stand. Heavenly Father, be present with us tonight as we graduate from Page High School. We thank you for the blessing of family, friends, teachers, and all who have helped us get to this night. Protect us protect us and guide us as we look forward to the future. In your name we pray. Amen. You may be seated.
That was funny. Wondered why they better sit down to start with.
At this time, we have a presentation to a community member by Jennifer Forbes and Tamara Lund.
We are very honored tonight to recognize a person who's been a great asset to Page High School and to the students. He has always been there for us when we needed him and has supported us in our goals, dreams, achievements, and aspirations. Mr. Wallen has been more than a principal to our students at Page High. He's been our friend, our counselor, and a person we could count on to help us when the going got rough. The senior class of 1993 would like to wish you the best of everything. We appreciate all you have done for us throughout our high school years. We will miss you as we go our separate ways. Thank you.
The class of 93 would like to dedicate this plaque to Larry Wallen. The Wallen is inscribed, "With our sincere thanks for your many years of unselfish and dedicated service to the students of Page High School." Thank you, Mr. Wallen.
I've always prided myself on knowing everything they're doing right down to their last secret, but this is a total surprise. And how they managed to keep it quiet between 200 of them is beyond me. Next will be the Page High School Concert Choir and High School Orchestra performing under the direction of Mr. Richard Hensey. The song is "It's Time to Go."
Now the time has
Until that day I'll say farewell, my friend. Remember how we shared all the good times. Remember all our hopes and dreams and fears. All those who stay with parties will never be alone. We'll carry all the memories through the years. It's time to go. It's time to say goodbye. I really thought that it might never end. But maybe someday if we're lucky, our paths will cross again. Until that day I'll say farewell, my friend. It's time to go. It's time to say goodbye. I really thought that it might never end. But maybe someday if we're lucky, our paths will cross again. Until that day I'll say farewell, my friend. My friend, until that day I'll say farewell, my friend. I'll say farewell, my friend.
At this time, I'd like to introduce our student body president, Levi Myers.
Well, family, friends, and last but not least, governing board, administration, and faculty, here we sit, waiting for the umbilical cord of life to be cut, sending us flying into the world we live in. You can see the statistics and our past and present accomplishments that every single person in this class is going to do great things and go very far. Our class has had the most spirit and pride and ambition out of all the classes I've seen in the past. We've held the spirit stick for the 4 straight years we've been here. I hope we will all keep that spirit in our hearts and in our lives forever. I know I'm not going to forget a single person out there. Some faces I've seen for 14 years, some I've seen for 1, but they are all still my friends and the greatest people I will ever know. Have a good life, class of 93. We're out of here. Good luck, guys.
At this time, I'd like to introduce the salutatorian of the class of 1993, Shondine Ridpath. Shondine has a grade point average of 3.98 and hopes to obtain a bachelor's degree from a four-year college in a health-related field and pursue further schooling to become a pharmacist. Shondine has been involved in several service projects, including Page Attacks Trash, Project Graduation, Young Women's Program, and fundraising. Her extracurricular activities have involved volleyball, basketball, softball, Spanish Club, VICA, Intercultural Club, National Honor Society, and other organizations. Shondine has also received the Linda Hutton Scholarship, the Ronald Bennett Scholarship, the ASU Medallion of Merit, Who's Who Among American High School Students 1992-93, the ASU, NAU, U of A Outstanding Minority High School Senior Student, and many other awards. She has attended summer programs at Northern Arizona University, the Najoni program, and this summer has been accepted to the University of Oklahoma's Headland Pre-Med Summer Program, where there were 23 applicants accepted out of 100. Shondine Ridpath.
Good evening, governing board members, administrators, teachers, families, friends, and fellow classmates. Thank you for being here tonight for this special occasion with us, the class of '93. I'm honored to stand here before you as a salutatorian, but I have to admit I'd be more comfortable sitting in the audience. As I look up there, I see faces of family members and friends. I see the source of the overwhelming support we've received year after year. Last night at the 8th grade promotion exercise, I was reminded of a time 4 years ago when we said goodbye to our middle school years. The ceremony reminded me of a quote which made an impression on me then and is appropriate tonight. When one door closes, another opens. But we often look so long and regretfully at the closed door that we don't see the one which has opened for us. We are at the same crossroad tonight, leaving behind our high school years. Now we are older, wiser, more knowledgeable. We can't look too long on the door that is closing. We have all grown together with a lot of help from our teachers, parents, and most importantly, each other as friends. Our friendships carried us through the good times and helped us through the bad. We would have never made it through if it wasn't for the special bond of friendship that we share. I can remember how we were so eager to conquer high school. With our class spirit, that's exactly what we did. At our first homecoming, we won the Spirit Stick, and we kept it for the next 3 homecomings. I challenge the returning upperclassmen, underclassmen, and entering freshmen to unite as a class just as we have and show us your class spirit. It would also be helpful if you had sponsors who are as devoted as Mrs. Tulsovic and Mrs. Buck. We all have our memories of PHS, the times we spent at football games, basketball games, band concerts, dances, school plays, class meetings, homecoming activities, and don't forget all the time we've spent in the Learning Center. The memories of Page High School will always be close to our hearts as we leave. Throughout this year, we have all experienced minor endings to our senior year. For example, in sports, we were reminded with our last catch, our last concert, our last shot, our last pin, and our last race. Tonight is our last night together before we go our separate ways. For all of us, this is a night of celebration for our accomplishments. Once again, we have a door that is opening for us. For some of us, it will be college, vocational training, a full-time job, or joining the armed services. Wherever we go, remember, it took all of us to be the most spirited. So as each of us leaves here to face the future, we will all have a piece of that spirit to be with us in our hearts. I would like to share a poem by James J. Metcalf with you before I close. I get discouraged now and then when there are clouds of gray, until I think about the things that happened yesterday. I do not mean the day before or those of months ago, but all the yesterdays in which we had a chance to grow. I think of opportunities that I allowed to die, and those I took advantage of before they passed me by. And I remember the past presented quite a plight, but somehow I endured it, and the future seems all right. I remind myself that I am capable and free, and my success and happiness are all really up to me. We have all made many accomplishments, and may we continue striving to better ourselves so we can make
our successful mark in the 21st century. Thank you.
Who did not attend our awards assembly, the group of seniors in front of you this year were awarded approximately $1.4 million in academic scholarships. Now, not every person can take every award, but after Mr. Buck broke that down, this class will be able to receive approximately $870,000 in academic scholarships. That's 4 times in the previous years. At this time, I'd like to introduce our valedictorian, Christine Buck. Christine has maintained a grade point average of 4.0 through her high school career. She has received special awards such as the 1993 Arizona Flynn Foundation Scholar, the National Association of Secondary School Principals Century 3 Leadership Scholarship Award. She is a semi-finalist and National Merit Scholar, the University of Arizona Outstanding Junior President's Award for Excellence, Page High School Delegate to the Arizona Girls State 1992, Elks Club Outstanding Youth Award, and Arizona State Scholar Athlete. She has participated in student government as a class officer, president, vice president, Spanish Club for 4 years, National Honor Society, and an athlete in volleyball, basketball, and track. Christine has been involved in community activities such as the United Methodist Youth Group, Church Worship Committee member, Youth Service Organization, Wildlife Development Protection Project worker, and several others. Christine Buck.
Good evening, graduates, family, friends, faculty, and members of the governing board, and welcome to the commencement exercises for the Page High School class of 1993. I'm glad that all of you were able to make it to share this special occasion with us. I'm exceptionally honored to be speaking at our graduation this evening. Before you is a wonderful and promising group of seniors who will undoubtedly be a bright part of the future, and it is my distinct pleasure to take my place among them. As the valedictorian, I was asked to speak about the future. However, on a night like tonight, I can see the future and the past melting together. We are all standing at a point which marks the beginning, but also marks the end. I am as anxious as all of the graduates to move forwards, but I also cannot help to take a backwards glance. The past 4 years of our lives have been a time like no other that we will ever experience. They have been for the most part years of happiness, and of course they have been years filled with new experiences and discoveries. But most of all, they have been 4 years full of learning. Perhaps without even realizing it, we have learned about the world, about our friends, about life, maybe a little about biology or literature, but more importantly, we have learned about ourselves. We have also learned the meanings of some new words, and I don't mean the kind of words that you are thinking of. I've promised to keep this speech clean. So tonight, I am going to share with you the complete, unabridged, uncensored except by Mr. Wallen, dictionary of the very most important words we have learned in high school. And to fulfill my requirement of speaking about the future, I'll also share how our new words and new knowledge will benefit us as we face all of our new horizons. The first important word we learned here at good old PHS was undoubtedly the word freshman. And we learned it quickly because it was usually a signal that it was time to run when you heard it. For all of those of us who survived Mr. Vale's senior English class, we are more than familiar with the quote from Tale of Two Cities, which applies directly to our freshman year. It was the best of times and it was the worst of times. We were thrown into a whole new world, high school, filled with all of its wonders and terrors. Everything was new and exciting to us, but we were scared. Well, some of us at least. And we were not only scared of initiation, but of more serious things than swirlies also. It was the time when all of us were choosing the path we would be taking for the next 4 years and making decisions about our futures. Tonight, we stand here together as seniors in the realization that after tonight, we all become freshmen again. Although we may not hear the words scream down the hall, and although not all of us will be at school again, we will still be freshmen in a sense. We once again will be entering a new world which we are not really sure of. Most of us will be inexperienced, and some of us, me for one, will be scared half to death. But it also will be a new life which holds all kinds of wonderful things and marvelous opportunities. This time we will be standing at a high point where we can see down many paths, and we alone will have to make our own decisions and choose a path towards our futures. May we all have the wisdom to choose the path that is right for us. May we all have the strength to hang on in the realization that we will not be freshmen forever. And finally, may the lessons we learned in our first year of high school benefit us always. Lesson number 1, be nice to the seniors. Lesson number 2, stick with your friends and don't walk in dark alleys. Lesson number 3, don't wear shorts that are easy to de-pants when you go to basketball practice with the seniors. You'll just have to take my word for that one. Lesson number 4, have as much fun as you can, and most importantly, lesson number 5, stay away from the bridge. The next important word that we learned in high school was the ever-dreaded word test, and there were plenty of times to experience the meaning of this word. In the classroom, they were horrible. I'm not even going to mention Mr. Weber's totally lame free enterprise final on the very last day of school, or the last test we took in Mr. Wilmus's calculus class, or Mr. Heiner's anatomy dissection test, but I think that you all know what I'm talking about. As we've progressed through high school, we have gotten better at taking tests, either that or good or better at cheating, which is a good thing, considering that we will be taking tests in some form or another for the rest of our lives. We certainly didn't enjoy the practice which helped us to improve this skill, but it did teach us some of the rules of test taking. We learned that it is usually a good idea to study ahead if it is important to you to succeed. We also picked up on the idea that if you make it obvious that you are totally unprepared, you are sure to get a test. That one I learned from Mr. Vale, and I learned it all too well. And we learned the most important rule of all. If you consider that your entire life is one test, you better remember that if you cheat on too many little tests, you're bound to fail the big one in the end. And the other rule, if you fail one test, you had better get an A on the next one. May we all have the courage, strength, and wisdom to face all of the innumerable tests in store for us. Perhaps we have all also learned the word dream. We started to form our own dreams just as soon as we knew the meaning of the word. We have always had dreams, even if it was just to dream of having a Cabbage Patch Kid with blonde pigtails, or the complete G.I. Joe action set. As we have grown and matured, our dreams have changed. Our freshman year, our dream was, please, just one date with Dan Kime. At least for the female half of us. And who knows what the guys dreamed about. They were probably dreaming that all the girls weren't dreaming about Dan Kime. Now that we are older, our dreams have changed again. Most of us now have a clear picture of the things that we want to accomplish in our lives. We have visions of tangible things that we strive to gain. Some of us dream of our careers, of our future families, or maybe of a BMW sport coupe. All of our dreams, goals, and aspirations are unique, but we all have them. Chasing our dreams will lead us to very different places, hopefully places where we will find all of our dreams come true. As most of us have learned, perhaps from chasing a potential date or trying to earn a starting spot on the basketball team, it is important to have a death grip on your dreams and you don't let them get away. You must work and reach to gain what you desire regardless of what it is. As Langston Hughes once said, don't lose sight of your dreams, for if you have no dreams, life is a broken winged bird. May we all chase our dreams fearlessly to our futures. One of the most important words we have learned in high school is the word love. I certainly don't mean the kind of love we were all positively, absolutely, totally sure we felt for our first ever prom date, although that was a big part of high school too. Instead, I mean the kind of love that has brought us all to this point in our lives, the love that we have had to lean on and draw strength from. It is the love that sometimes had to kick us out of bed in the mornings when first hour was the last place we wanted to be. For some of us, it was the love that stayed up when we just wanted to cry, and the love that tried to help with biology homework. The love that came to all the basketball games even when we hadn't won one all season long, or the love that tried to make sweethearts dresses when we were asked at the last minute. Most of all, it was the love that supported us, encouraged us, and stood by our side. And of course, that is the love of our families, our parents, grandparents, brothers, and sisters. Without all that they have done for us, would we have reached this accomplishment in life? I know I couldn't have. This is partly because I don't cook well except for macaroni and cheese, but also it is because my family has been my stability and a constant source of love. I owe everything to you, Mom, Dad, Tad, Granny, and Pa. May we all continue to be loved throughout life and hold the love in our hearts so that we may repay it all one day. And may we remember the important things that we have learned from our families and take them to the future with us. Number 1, don't beat up your little brother. Someday he'll be 6 feet tall and you will pay for it. Yeah. Number 2, don't wash a red dress in a load full of white socks and t-shirts. Number 3, stay close to your family because they love you more than anyone. Number 4, do your chores. Number 5, be yourself. It is the best person you can be. And finally, and most importantly, number 6, if you ever get really stuck, just call Mom and Dad. And if it's really, really bad, you can call Collect. Finally, and probably most importantly, we have learned the word friend. The meaning of the word is always changing, as we are always changing. But what a friend is, never has, and never will change. A friend is a confidant, a protector, a sister or brother, a comforter, sometimes a spy, a teammate, a study partner, partner in crime, a security blanket, and a buddy forever. Friends are precious and invaluable. As we go through life and all the things that life throws at us, we see friends come and go. They might come from Bullhead City, or they might go to Grand Junction. Some you lose trust in, some just develop other interests, and like I said, some go away. But in the end, a true friend will always be a friend, because they have shared a part of your life which cannot be replaced or changed. We all have our own special definitions of what a friend is. To me, a friend is someone who will laugh with you when remembering the past, like getting water bombed on the trampoline in 8th grade. And someone who will cry with you when you need to cry, like after using the state championship basketball game. A friend is someone who you can just look at and say something like, "I be number 2," and they know what you mean. It is someone who will go with you when you want to cause trouble and drive your car through the snow in the city park or tape signs in the RD's drive-thru. A friend is someone who has shared times like this with you and someone who knows you better than anyone else. Although all of our friends mean very different things to each of us, they all signify love. As I leave this place, I will miss you, my best friends, more than anything in the world. And when I cry tonight, it is for the thought of being without you all. You are precious to me and you will never be forgotten. I love you dearly and I will miss you more than you can imagine, but you will always and forever hold a place in my heart. The memories that each and every one of us has shared here at Page High School will always bind us together as friends, and that is a precious friendship. As we move through life, let us remember the important things about friendship. You have to be a friend to have a friend. You shouldn't dog your friends. And last, you can always turn to a true friend for help. True friendship is a gift rarely given, but always treasured. Before I conclude, I would like to take a moment to thank all of the teachers in the Page school systems that have given us a great and meaningful education. You have prepared us well for the future, and we hope to pay you back by leading successful lives and earning money for your Social Security. Anyway, it has been a great 13 years, and we owe much of reaching this accomplishment in life to your leadership and friendship. Thank you for making Page a wonderful place to grow up and learn. In conclusion, I would like to share with you from Lao Tse, who said, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step." Tonight, my friends, we take that first step, much the same as our very first step, with our family and friends looking on, realizing that we are headed for bigger and better things. We are anxious and maybe a little timid, and we still kind of want to hold Mom's hand, but we are ready to go. Our journeys will be long and may scatter us to the edges of the earth, but may all of our journeys be filled with happiness and success. May the love, laughter, and memories we have shared growing up together always be dear to our hearts. I wish for each of you that you will catch the dreams that you chase during your journey. And as we take our final steps together tonight, let us recognize that they are our first steps into our tomorrows. However far our journeys may take us, may they always remind us where home is, and may they always bring us back here together, the class of '93. I would like to close with the words to part of the song that I think the band played this evening. And it goes like this. Friends are friends forever if the Lord is the Lord of them, and a friend will not say never because the welcome will not end. Though it's hard to let you go, in the Father's hands we know that a lifetime's not too long to live as friends. Goodbye, good luck, and I'll see you all at the 10-year reunion.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduating class of 1993, Our ceremony tonight is a solemn occasion as we change these young adults into members of our community. I am keeping the occasion short because I fully realize how anxious you are to get on with it. The graduating class is anxious to get those diplomas for which they've worked so hard. You're anxious to join your families and your friends, to share your joy with them, and graduates are anxious to get started with their plans for the future. And this is as it should be, for graduation, far from being an end, is the beginning of all your tomorrows. Over the past several years, you have worked and studied, practiced and played, and grown mentally as well as physically, and now you are here, ready to begin your lives as members of our adult community. For some of you, this will mean a job. For others, this will mean college or technical school and further years of study and preparation. Whatever course your future takes, it is my sincere hope that you will look back on your years here as having prepared you to meet and deal with the challenges that life will present. On behalf of myself as principal, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Page High School, I wish each and every one of you the happiness of a productive life, the respect of your fellows, and the love of your family. May the future be yours. At this time, we will be awarding the diplomas. Mrs. Connie Tulsovic and Ms. Sharon Buck will be the name readers.
Earl Martin, Stephen J. Bigman, Calandra Burnside, Monica Elena Adams, Randy Welch, Timothy R. Bennett, Mario Lee, Chris Paul Benally, Houston Fowler, Duff Lee Begay, Richard Begay Jr., Adelbert Begay, Chuck Beard, Jose Apodaca, Jed Emery Anderson, Jamie Atakai, Ray Bird, Anderson Chi, Mara J. Begay, Vivian Bitter, Jason Cooper Brown, Jason R. Charlie, Larita Begay, Fern Bigman, Eli Bitsui, Ryan Wayne Carter, Juanita Lucy Begay, Namrata N. Bott, Justin Daniel Bishop.
Brian Bernard Candelaria.
Tosca Yvonne Bedoni.
Catherine Elizabeth Benjamin.
Sterling Leon Boleyn.
Brennan Edward Byram.
Sybil Tanya Anslow.
Lisa Ann Benali.
Dwayne Deal.
James Wilford Geiger II.
Christine Elaine Buck.
Gina Danielle Compton.
Marvin Curley.
Tom Franklin Jr.
Stephanie Bryant.
Clarissa Coleman.
Emery Curley.
Jeff C. Franklin.
Christina Roseanne Bryant.
Sharon Denise Claw.
Andy Crank.
Key Dugai.
Bethany Bracken.
Elizabeth Jean Chapman.
Kim Dale Chi.
Robert Allen Depew.
Vivian Booney.
Alexandra Cedeno.
Michael Lee Hudenpile.
Elroy Joe.
Christy L. Dugas.
Jonavi Goclay.
David Brett Harris.
Jeffrey Jim.
Alvina Dugai.
Lavanya Fowler.
Brandon Graham.
Michael L. Jensen Jr.
Bernita Donald.
Jennifer Lynn Forbes.
Cale Goodman.
Kenneth Iron.
Amy Beth Dalton.
Tammy Renee Floyd.
Arlen Eugene Gibson Jr.
Trevor Horrocks.
Laura Lee Denise Curley.
Wendy Lee Faust.
Jason K.
Lawrence James Lemasters.
Marisa Renee Henderson.
Julie Jones.
Craig Jordan.
Brad Leach.
Barbara Lynn Helsel.
Marilyn James.
Harold Johnson.
Michael John Lobbin.
Lori Ann Griffin.
Elizabeth Ann Jackson.
Luvke Johnson.
Sean Manley Lane.
Kara Lee Grassley.
Noreen Betty Hudson.
Michael Joe.
Paul Darrell Lamb.
Marcia Roxanne Gonzalez.
Livia Howard.
Theodore David Martin.
Levi Myers.
Rhonda Lomakima.
Olivia Yvonne Martin.
Ira Dugai Lynn.
Justin James Murphy.
Rhonda Ellen Lee.
Janine Kristen Marley.
Sophie Long.
Raymond Moore.
Melissa M. Lane.
Olivia Cara Manygoats.
Tristan Long.
Jason David McBride.
Courtney Deborah Lamone.
Tamara Christine Lund.
Roger Lewis.
Timothy Allen Martin.
Shannon Cohn.
Sandra Lukey.
Matthew L. Nichols.
Garrett Nielsen Prawl.
Trilby L. Pahi.
Lisa Price.
Terrell Naz.
Russell L. Potter.
Sheila M. Naz.
Elizabeth Jewel Powell.
Roland R. Nez.
Shane Lee Painter.
Jean Nez.
Roxanne Teresa Poole.
Patrick Nez.
Jack Benton Ott.
Sherry Nephew.
Melissa Faye Pettit.
Dwayne Nez.
Mario Martin Noriega.
Corina Lorraine Morris.
Sonia Lynn Valentine.
Wesley Washington Rinker.
Waylon Wales Smith.
Susan Nicole Robinson.
Deborah Smith.
John Jared Ridpath.
Stephen Nicholas Smith.
Shondine Ridpath.
Stephanie Diana Slim.
Franklin Redshirt.
Julian Smith.
Lisa Diane Ryer.
Lynette K. Slim.
Michael A. Pugh.
Lucas Sanderson.
Kamala Faye Quilter.
Wanda Ann Simpson.
Aaron Anthony Price.
Michael Lee Sanders.
Kayla Lynn Priest.
Nicole Ross.
Eldon Toledo.
Madero Sosi.
Kristen Tulsovic.
Deborah Turquoise.
Jonathan Thompson.
Harlan Sosi.
Lisa Marie Terry.
Laverne Sosi.
Ronald Lewis Tate.
Lorenzo M. Sosi.
Marcella Tallman.
Julia Sosi.
Edward Lee Tappan.
Hank N. Sosi.
Melinda Lynn Taccini.
Shelley Sinigini.
Daniel P. Spears.
Aaron M. Sosi.
Marcinda Spencer.
Alex Ann Townsend.
Billison Whitehair.
Wilfred Yazzie Jr.
Beverly Ann Wheeler.
Vanessa Lynn Yazzie.
Leon J. Walker.
Mark Kendall Yazzie.
Marissa West.
Heather Jean Worthen.
Christopher Edwin Vogel.
Glenn Yazzie.
Lynette Welsh.
Heather Renee Wilson.
Victor James Vieira.
Mark Yuji Yamamoto.
Wendy Watson.
Renee Willie.
Johnny Mark Valdo Jr.
Ryder Lee Wolf.
Nicole Leanne Vlahovic.
Jolene Ann Williams.
As principal of Page High School, I certify under governing board policy and requirements as defined by the State Board of Education that you are now graduates of Page High School. If everyone would please stand for the benediction to be delivered by Rhonda Lee.
Please join me in prayer. Our Father in heaven, we come before you this evening to thank you for the 4 wonderful years we had together. As we go forward tonight, bless each one of us as we achieve our goals. Thank you for our parents who were there encouraging and supporting us. Thank you for our friends who we made memories with. Thank you for the teachers, coaches, and counselors who gave us valuable time and advice. Help us not to forget these memories as we go our separate ways to fulfill our dreams. In your Son, Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen. Clear over there by those service stations somewhere, over by JD's. The churches.